Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done a video, but this was so important. I just had to get this out to you guys. It's going to be quick and dirty. I'm not going to go through and hold everybody's hand and show them how to do everything. I'm just going to show you my settings and give you the idea to let you go and find the exact setting that works for you, and I'll explain that in a minute. But first of all, if you want a sim that has no stutters and looks this good, let's go take a look in the showcase camera for a second here. Right, let's take a look over here. Amazingly smooth, and this is a big scene. That's why I brought us here to this particular location, so you could see I got no GPU resource message, I've got no lag, no stuttering. It looks absolutely gorgeous, right? And I have been working for months to get this. I know many of you have also been working for months, but I finally got it. I finally nailed it down, and I'm going to share all that with you guys in the hopes that everyone can finally have a smooth, beautiful sim. And hopefully this will help you guys with the 30 series, 20 series cards, any cards that have the 8 gigabytes of VRAM. I have a 5060 Ti with 16 gigs of VRAM, and that helps a lot. And I'll show you my settings here now so you can see what's up. And I have a 1440 monitor, and I am running DLSS. It's the only way to go nowadays. I run DLA, and that is to get the best screen you can get off of DLSS. You know, no ghosting on the numerals and stuff like that. This is what you want to run if you can run it. Now, some of you guys may not be able to. You might have to go to balanced, quality, or even performance, and that's fine. That's fine. Whatever you need to make it work with your system. This just happens to work with mine. If it works with yours, this is what you want, okay? This is the main thing that everybody needs to focus on: max frame rate. And what this number is, really kind of depends on what hertz you're running your monitor at. Now, I have a 144 hertz monitor, but I am running it at 120 hertz so I can get more of an even number as far as, you know, if I wanted to break it down into fractions, 30, 60, 90, whatever. So originally, based off my 120, I went with 30 frames max frame rate and a third refresh rate, right? Because a third, 30, which obviously didn't add up to 120. It was 90. So it was good. It wasn't bad. But when I put it on half refresh rate, obviously you get in fact, we need to show you real quick here. Let's go turn on the frame rate counter. You can see, and I'm not going to change any settings because I will not screw up my settings for the sake of science when I finally got it working. All right. So you can see I'm locked in and getting about 28 milliseconds. And this is kind of the area you want to do it in anyway, because this gives you your frame times without all the BS running, so you can see what you're doing. It's best to do that here rather than go into the sim and look and see. You can see it right here. And once you get into the sim, it's obviously going to change, but you're going to get that number, that's right for your monitor, and it'll help a lot. So you want to go, I think most people are going to find somewhere between 30 and 40 max frame rate. I had it at 30, like I said. I went up to 40, and I actually thought, this was on Sunday, I had it on 40, and I thought that I had fixed it. I thought that I had the magic Holy Grail settings, and thank God I didn't put the video out yet, because it wasn't quite there. It was close, but it wasn't quite there. And then I started just doing steps between 30 and 40, and when I got to 35, I realized that's the number. I thought 33 would be the number, but it actually 35 was. So it's all about the math. It's all about the monitor you have and the V-Sync and all this good stuff. But you have to get it just right for what you have. That's why listening to everybody else, they'll get you close, but you know, you go by their settings and you're like, well, I still have stutters. Like, you know, IslandSimPilot gave that great video about the 60 hertz monitors and how to keep from getting ghosting in your frame times and all that. And he's dead on. He's the guy that I let, basically I tell him, I just don't make videos based on that stuff because he does them so well. Why he and I like find the exact same things all the time. It's like we're kindred spirits, he and I, but he's making great videos. Why do I need to make great, you know, videos that say the same thing his does? So he's been doing a great job. I just basically try and support him. Any way I can help him get the word out there, I do that. So we talk quite often back and forth. AirborneGeek's another great one. Thanks to him for putting the information out there. There's so much information that basically what I've done is watched every video for the last year and just pulled in every little detail that I know fixed things for me. So if it worked for me, it's in this video and you're seeing the settings that I use. So thanks to both those two guys. They're doing a great job getting stuff out there for everybody. Just as also a note, I'm using AirborneGeek's Rex Atmos settings. And of course I use reshade as well. So if you want a beautiful sim, you might consider those things. It helps just get that extra look to make things look just right. So let's go over the settings real quick. No, my settings aren't fancy. 150, every terrain pre-caching on ultra. If you have an 8 GB card, you might want to consider moving this down to medium so it doesn't saturate your VRAM as much. Also, clouds. I would love to be able to run ultra clouds. Actually, I can, but I just don't think they look as good. You have that many clouds, it starts to get really crappy looking. So I back it down to high. Plus, it'll help your VRAM. Now, texture resolution, again, you guys with the 8 GB cards, you don't want to go above medium. In fact, I ran high up until 3 days ago, and I just get tired of those stupid GPU error messages. They're just infuriating. So medium texture resolution for just about everyone I can recommend, even you guys with the you know, 5080s, 4080s, 4090s, 5090s, whatever. I still recommend medium. You do yourself a favor in the long run. You can't really tell the difference. And you guys with the 8 GB cards, if medium's not satisfying, you can go to low. You'll be surprised. It's still very nice. Anisotropic filtering, 16x. I'll show you in a minute on the settings for the Nvidia settings why I use 16x. So basically everything else, ray trace shadows, that's a preference. The only reason I have that on is for the A350 for a while had to have that on or you would get dancing shadows. I don't think that's the case anymore. But yeah, preference, if you're having problems with performance and or maybe even VRAM issues, turn that off. But if you can run it, it looks better. None of these other settings or anything major. Got motion blur off. That's about it. Ultra on the sea traffic just because I love my sea traffic. I like seeing all that stuff. I don't care for fauna, so I've got that lower just for the hell of it. You can put it to high, ultra, whatever, it doesn't matter. So there you have it. These settings right here, your VSync and whether you have it on half refresh, which most of you will want it on. Like I said, somewhere between 30 and 40 is your magic number. Also, you'll note I don't have frame generation on. I don't need it. You saw how smooth that was. It's absolutely smooth as silk. So, you know, once you have this set, and you've got your magic number, you can find to turn on frame generation if you want to. I think you'll find that you just won't need it. So it's up to you, personal preference. Just get your magic number right first, and then you can do whatever you want. So let's go into the sim, and you'll see what my my numbers still are. Wow, amazing. Doesn't seem like it's doing much, does it? It's not moving. Pretty cool, huh, guys? How many times have you seen that? Well, there was a tiny stutter. Did you see that? If that's the stutters you get from now on, I think you can live with that. Look at that. You can barely see. If you get a stutter, it is barely noticeable. And that's because I'm being aggressive with it. I mean, like, aggressive. When's the last time you saw a sim in 2024 do that, huh? I don't think any of you have. Most of you haven't. especially if you're on a multiplayer server, which I am on right now. I'm on the Western European server, so that's the most active server this time of day, I would think, because it's 5 in the morning in America and about 11 in Britain. So I try and use the server. I'm on Western European all the time anyway, because that's where my friends are at. So I don't want this video to be long, so let's move on real quick. I want to show you these control panel settings. Guys, main thing is global settings. You want everything to default, so just click that restore button there, everything default. When you click that restore button, you've got it saved. I want you to change one setting. Power management, set for prefer maximum performance. All right, that's it. Global settings, that's all you want. You don't need any special, you don't need 16x to be on for any isotropic filtering to force the driver to do it better like we used to do in 2020. You don't need that anymore. Just get everything to program settings. You see, everything's application controlled. Everything. Max frame rate's off. I see some guys doing max frame rate in here. Don't. You'll shoot yourself in the foot. Make sure all this stuff is off. I'm showing you these settings. It's the only thing I want to show you right here. A lot of the old videos would tell you to clamp this. If you're running DLSS, you do not want to clamp. You want to allow, all right? You can either use global settings or just set it to allow. Either way, all right? And that's it. Just make sure your vertical sync is off here and in global settings. I don't think it's in global settings, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. I know it is. Yeah, it is. Just make sure it says use 3D application. That's fine. Just make sure it's off here or using the global, all right? See, default. Use 3D application settings. Boom. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on right now. Because I didn't realize I didn't have it set to that. So yeah, just trying to prove to you guys, just let the application set everything. Do it inside the sim, you're fine. You don't need any special stuff. You don't need any tricks and stuff. This is it. Just find your magic number, okay? I don't think there's really anything much for me to show you in here. It's the same global settings, just make sure they're whatever. You got the DLSS overrides, use the app settings. Custom recommended, I think this was something to do with the bug, so you might click on custom and just do recommended or whatever there for the DLSS stuff. You know, you guys that like me that are using DLSS swapper, you know what to do. I mean, like I said, there's plenty of videos out there showing you guys how to do this, so I'm not going to hold hands on it. I just want you to see the settings, know that this is possible, and we can all have beautiful sims, yeah? Pretty cool, huh? Yep. So there it is, guys. I know this video was crazy fast, and it was like an ADHD, Asperger's way of doing things, but that's how I live my life, guys. It's tough having those problems and managing. I've been trying to make this video for 3 days and just fighting my brain on getting it done. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. You guys, give me a like and subscribe if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Hopefully I'll get more videos out here and we'll be back this year. I took most of last year off, so here we are back again. And I appreciate you guys. I hope this works for everybody and we can finally put this baby to bed. Thanks so much. Peace out.